Hello and welcome to IELTS online classes with Banke. In today's video, you're going to learn how to convert your raw scores to band scores in the reading module for the general training. It is important that while you are practicing, you are working with your band scores so that you will know how far your preparations are towards achieving your desired band score. I always advise students to work with band scores as against raw scores. Of course, your raw scores will give you an idea of what you should be aiming at so that you can get your desired band score. So if you get a raw score of 40, that means you got everything correctly in your practice, then that gives you a band score 9. This means you're an expert user. So if you get a raw score of 40, yeah, that means you have a band score 9.0. If you get a raw score of 39, see, if you get 39, that means your band score is 8.5. Okay, and if you get a raw score of 37 to 38, that means your band score is 8.0 and you are a very good user. A raw score of 36 means that you get a band score 7.5. That means you missed 4 questions out of 40 and you are a good user. A raw score of 34 to 35 means that you get a band score 7.0, and a raw score of 32 to 33 means that you got a band score 6.5, which is also fair enough. But you are a competent user, just that you understand fairly complex language, especially in familiar situations. If you get a raw score of 30 to 31, you have a band score of 6.0 and you have a fair understanding of the language and you are familiar with it in familiar situations. If you get a raw score of 27 to 29, you get a band score of 5.5. It means that you have partial command of the language and you can cope with the overall meaning in most situations. You should be able to handle basic communication in your own field. That's what that means. And if you get a raw score of 23 to 26, that means you have a band score of 5.0. You are also a competent user, but you are only able to handle basic communication in your own field. If you get a raw score of 19 to 22, you have a band score 4.5, and that means you're a limited user. Your basic competence is limited to familiar situations. A band score of 4.0 earns a raw score of 15 to 18. Still a limited user, but I always advise that you aim at the sun so that when you land in the moon, you're safe. So always aim at band 9, that is to score all 40 questions correctly. And it's possible because I did it. I could do it. Many of my students have gotten a band 9 in their reading module, and you can do it too. So this is where I will be wrapping up in this video. Do ensure that you like, subscribe, and share so that others can learn, and everyone who needs to prepare to pass IELTS at once can get to learn about this channel. I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe and take care. Cheers, Banke the Professor.